All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back as I told you would be. Now, like I said, America, we the people, were about ready to snap, right? And I hope the big guy in the house knows that we're doing the best we can out here. We're dealing with a bunch of idiots that might have one time been soldiers, but now they're on the streets creating havoc and doing whatever they feel like doing. So we're doing our best, uh, Mr. President, Congress, Senate, Pentagon, to do our best. But what we're finding in our escalades here, our little adventures, that it's some of our own guys that are creating this havoc, meaning our own country.
Uh,
And you can't look past it, right? It's testosterone or whatever they call it, right? Uh, and it's getting the best of people, and they're flying off the handle, and they can't control it. They just can't have words. They got to go out and be tough guys, and that's what our problem is, right? You're not going to be able to control or get anybody in the rest of the world to really take you serious if you got a zoo in your own country that is running rampant, uh, and not tamed, right? There's nothing anybody can do. We, the citizens, well, we're pretty much had enough of it, right? I think all of us are at our breaking point where this is madness. This is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. And here these people are, just creating havoc and madness. Now, this gotcha guy, right? I've watched him. Yeah, he's funny, but he's not in the music business. I don't know why he's busting all these guys' chops, uh, that are real musicians, can play instruments and stuff like that. Uh, I don't know, but that's his own little thing, right? Let him feel important or whatever is what I always say. Give him a cookie and let him know he's doing good or whatever. But we're at our breaking point, President Trump, Congress, Senate, FBI, CIA, Homeland. Uh, we're just we're just waiting to see where we jump into the next war. And we got a lot of these people that can't handle fame. They can't handle money. And they're snapping. Now, some of these guys can handle the money, they can handle the fame, but it's the people around them they can't handle. Then you got to cut your ties. I've had to cut many ties with many people and go on my way, my own way. No, you're either gonna make it or break it. But we're all stressed out. Prices are high on everything. Uh, we can't get no help. No one's getting, and the price just keeps going up and up. And when that happens, you come to a point where people finally snap. And we can't charge them with crimes. Why? Well, because we're seeing that our justice system is playing a hand in some of this and driving these people crazy. And we're thinking about now we can press charges against these people of inciting chaos and madness. And these are supposed to be people, uh, that wear badges. Yeah, it's a problem. I mean, how many times has the government got on TV and talked about corruption and police corruption and abuse and all this stuff? Yeah, the world is snapping. I mean, I can do this all day. I can make movies all day and act like an idiot and just come up with stuff off the top of my head. all day long, all night. But I have a life. Right? I am somebody. I don't want to be famous. I don't want people up my butt 24/7. I don't like obligations. I don't want to be tied down to anything unless I want to. And a lot of people can't understand that. I'm like, God, you're walking away from 50 million. I walked away from 400 trillion. A million is shit. I'll walk away from it any day if it's not right. If it's blood money, I don't want it. If it's not my money and it's someone else's money, I don't want it. Why? Morals and integrity. That's why. If it ain't my money, I don't want it. Why would I want to steal from someone else? And it's getting ready to pop off again in America. I'm trying to warn America. I'm trying to help this country. They don't want to listen. I'm not the terrorist. Our government has become the terrorist. We, the people, the citizens, are not the terrorists. Right? People are telling me, well, it's the government, it's the police. Well, then maybe they are the terrorists. Maybe they are the ones that are causing the madness. But we'll sit by and let God handle it. Now, a lot of these people are depressed. I don't know what it is. These people got all the money in the world. They got all the fame, and they can't deal that. They're lonely. They ain't got a true friend if why? Because everybody wants money. I've been there. These people will make up lies, they'll show photos, they'll do anything to make sure that you don't get the truth out or you stay on the bottom. Why? They feed on the top, right? There's top feeders and there's bottom feeders when you go fishing. And that's exactly what we're dealing with. But now we're splitting the earth. We're splitting both of them. And they don't like it. What are you doing? Well, we're doing exactly what should have been done 50 years ago, 100 years ago. We are correcting what you people that did not listen did. And now we're correcting it. Right? Was it any coincidence you opened the borders to these countries? They came here and now you got bombs going off. You got buildings being blown up. You got madmen, people eating people in the streets. I'm tired of listening to these people uh, that say it's democracy. There is no democracy, people. If you are that stupid that you can't figure out that you vote for who they put in front of you, and they always pick the people that are going to run. There is no democracy. You vote who they let in to run, or whoever's got the most money. There is no democracy in that. If I got quadrillions of dollars and I want to be the president, then I can pay the money and be the president. Don't let these people control you. Don't let them scare you. Shoot first, ask questions later. Question the police, because most of these cops that are running around on the street ain't even real police. They're dressed up in uniforms they bought and a badge from Amazon, and they're on their way. Most of the murders that are happening today it's true, are police, but they're not real cops. They're crazies that have been dressing up as cops and killing people. I know the story hasn't broke yet, but it will. Don't worry, the story will be breaking soon. And so will Brokeback Mountain, which most of these people that I've been watching came from, I think. So, what do? Well, either we bust balls, we get a bunch of billy clubs, and we do this how Jimmy Hoffa built his organization. Or we get a bunch of weapons, whatever, and the people go crazy in the streets and start killing everybody. Now, the government would love that. They would love for you folks to do that. They're counting on that. They're counting on you folks going in the streets and just killing whatever. That'll make their lives a lot easier. Me, not so much. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the time I got on this earth and my freedom. Right? It'd be nice to have money, but they stole all that. So, so we live within our means, and we get by. Now, most of these guys out here being tough and everything, well, they're military guys, and we're going to call them, let the Pentagon handle them. Now, I know Congress and Senate is loving my idea each day more and more. Now, if you served for this beloved country and my beloved Mother Green in the ass-kicking machine, and you're caught out on the street killing and raping and pillaging our citizens, you lose your military benefits and pension pay. Now, I know the government loves me for that plan because it's a good plan. You took an oath to protect and serve the United States of America and the citizens. Not do your time in the military, take your uniform off, and go rape and pillage and kill as many as you can because you were trained by our beloved Mother Green and the ass-kicking machine. We are going to change this country. And if you say, we just won't join your military, we don't need you anymore. Our little green friends, they gave us enough technology where we can create a military that don't take anybody to run. Now, a lot of you are pissed about that, but get it through your heads. The king is coming. And we don't need this destruction and madness anymore on his earth. Now, whether you want to fight it out or go crazy or do whatever, that's up to you. I really don't care. But one way or another, the king of all kings, Christ himself, will prevail at the end of this war, gentlemen, whether you like it or not. And up church, don't feel bad. They've been killing me since I was a baby. Let's check in on what my little spirit lady is saying. Hey, girl. My ex is reason about
constantly making fake accounts in order to keep track of you.
Why
online.
She didn't want me,
especially if you are very vocal on social media, whatever that might look like.
No, it's
this is someone who's doing this collective.
He wants a bunch
of money because
that's the only way that
they miss you.
Want anything to do with it.
Basically, they are suffering in silence. They have all of these unspoken desires for you. Their dreams are shattered. They have these real and intense sort of feelings for you, but
Are
they
they
messed up.
are they really real,
They
or are
messed
they
up
just pocketbook
big
feelings?
time. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It's almost also like they chose wrong, collective.
Did they make the wrong
They
choice?
chose to be with another energy over you. And as it turns out, that energy is a disaster.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I'm
They
talking a
always are with me.
total damn nightmare. But
I
not only that,
I know.
this energy, they spread around a lot of lies about you.
No,
And I'm talking about your ex.
my
They
ex.
told
Oh,
so many lies, in fact, that they feel like there's no possible way to go back and fix what they did. That is another reason that they are suffering.
now let me get this straight, Miss Spirit Lady. This broad is lost cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and now she wants me back, right? And I haven't heard hide or hair from any of these people in 30 years. And now all of a sudden my ship come in, and now they want to jump on my ship, and now all of a sudden they want me back. Well, I don't know about that, right? I don't know about that. I'd have to think about that. But if she didn't want me then, why the heck does she want me now? I'm old, going bald, toothless, idiot. Yeah, something's up here.
And when I say this new person is a nightmare, that's what I mean. This other energy, whether they're female or male, collective, they're miserable. They are miserable with their choice. They
Really?
feel like they are trapped in a prison. This energy that they chose,
You feel like they're trapped in a prison? Well, they might be because they tried killing me. Maybe, maybe they'd be in prison, but probably not because it's so corrupt in this country. And the courts are so with the mothers and all these women that they literally got away with murder or attempted murder.
to be with, this could actually be someone that they were having an affair with behind your back whenever you all were together.
So the swank wants me back, but was cheating on me as I was with her or not with her. I wasn't with her, but she was with someone else. And that let me guess, that didn't work out too good, did it? Probably not, from what I heard. Very bad stuff happened. Not by my hands, but by the madness that these people created, the lies and all the madness. Right? Yeah. Now Trump's pissed. He's taking everybody out. Anybody that's talking about him, them people are coming up missing. Nobody knows where they're at. And that's pretty much how it's going to come with me here pretty soon. When you try and run my name into the ringer, when you try and suck me dry of everything, when you try and accuse me, I've never been married in my life. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, ain't it? And we're looking at the five brothers out there in Chicago and all that, and out in Arizona. We know exactly what's going on.
And not only is this person a total nightmare, collective, but they are a criminal. They have they've done just heinous things. They have broken the law in coming
No.
after you, like again and again and again.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
X is currently compiling evidence about what they've done to you. They feel like this would be the only possible way to right the wrongs that they have made. Because ultimately, collective, deep down,
When you wreck someone's life, when you terrorize them and you try and kill them, or the men that you're dating try and kill your ex-boyfriend because a bunch of lies and whatever, is there really any going back? Is there really anything they could do? I mean, unless they came here with a buttload of money in a vagina that was shooting sparks out, are they really going to be able to fix anything? Is my question. That's my question. Really. And what kind of idiot, knowing that they killed him, they tried to give him an STD, they tried to do all kinds of stuff, they stole from him, they took his inheritance, they created a whole bunch of lies, all as the father was trying to figure out where his son was. All because maybe they were higher up in the movie business or music business or modeling. Very interesting. See, you got it easy, kid. You got it easy up church. You got it real easy. I don't think you know what real big money is, or madness, or power. And if you're cracking already under the power that you got, which is small, you got a lot of money supposedly, and you're not ready for it. You're only 30 some years old, or in your 20s or whatever. You got a long life to live. And that's the thing, is being around when your kids or your grandkids are grown. So this whole thing, I'm the toughest guy around. Well, I'm not. And I don't want to be. What I want to be is old, right? I want to grow old and enjoy life. I want to enjoy the money and the ship that came in. That's mine.
that's what this person wants. They want that intimacy back with you. You know, they miss that closeness that the two of you shared. But not only that, they are feeling very haunted, collective. It's like they are replaying old conversations and memories between the two of you. They are really traumatized from what they decided to take part in against you.
Well, why would these ladies do such a thing? Why would anybody do such a thing? These people think they become gods, and they killed in God's name, thinking they were gods, and God is pissed now. They created their own madness. Is what I'm getting. They created their own madness. They didn't want anything to do with me. I was an idiot. I was a doper. I was all this. You're an alcoholic. You're crazy. All this stuff. I leave, and all I care about is the kids. I don't even want to talk to any of the family or anything other than the kids. And I still send money. They're in their 20s and 30s. And I still send them birthday money and Christmas money when I can. Uh, you know, I'm poor because these women destroyed my life. And I'm just supposed to sit back and say, oh, okay. Well, that's what I did. I left. I walked away from it all. I walked away from everything, money, everything. Then, most of all, the madness and the madness that came with it all. And they can't stand me for it. They just cannot stand me for it. Uh, crazy? Well, sure, it's crazy. That's why we shoot first and ask questions later. That's why we're jumping on board with things I've never thought I would do. I'm the most peacefulest guy, and that's my problem. I let these people walk all over me, and I refused to do anything. I walked away from it, didn't even want to be a part of it, and I went and created things. I used my mind and talent and created things. And I don't need humans. I really don't. People are shocked at this technology. Right? They're like, "What do you mean we don't even need these humans? Everything could be unmanned. A complete total army of unmanned vehicles and equipment." And they're shocked. You can't do that. Watch us. Why do you think I hold these other countries at such honor? Because they're starting to come around now and listen to me, and they don't need all these people. They're taking the military force that they don't need anymore because why? Because they created machinery to do it, program it, set it. And it's like I want to think Ron Popeil, a great innovator, and an inventor. And what do we do with these machines? We set it. Then what do? We forget it because you don't have to do nothing. The machine does the work for you. And what did they do? They took their manpower that they had in the military and put it to bigger and better things on creating beautiful countries and beautiful roads and homes and streets. That's why everyone goes to Japan or China and they come back and it's just so beautiful over there. The streets, when you walk on the streets, it creates energy, empowers the city, empowers the homes. Yeah. Yeah. See, they went forward and America chose to stay behind. And now we're lagging. And now they can't do anything about it. And the government's flipping out. And here we are, the people, the citizens, we the people, saying, why are our streets breaking down? Why are our schools and everything is dilapidated in the greatest country in the world? And these other countries, have you seen Dubai? It's like the whole country's a mansion. And don't worry, they caught her. It was one of my mods, gone fucking crazy or so. Excuse my language. But yeah, you think you got it bad up church. Good God, I've been doing this since I've been out of my mama's womb. And she even tried to kill me. Yeah, that's what money will do. Money will make your family go crazy. Money will make people do stuff they normally wouldn't do. Right. So I'm here to tell you, kid, if you're cracking already, you ain't gonna make it to the big time. Hey, how you doing there, Kel? Well, what we did, no one could do, and we did the job. And you can send me a letter in the mail, President Trump, Congress, Senate. Uh, you can even send me a Purple Heart. No, I was never in the military. I was in the civilian military, and we did what had to be done. And that is pissing you folks off. But let me tell you something, there's more of me coming. And I don't think you're going to be able to handle it because you can't handle me alone. You folks think you got it rough. I'm dealing with exes that didn't want nothing to do with me. Now all of a sudden I'm the love of their life, and they miss times that we used to have, the romantic times. You should have thought about that before you tried to cut my Johnson off. Crazy broads.
And I'm not trying to, you know, deflect anything. What this person did to you is incredibly wrong.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
I
am
say.
hearing, collective, the amount of black magic, blood magic, forbidden magic that was put on this person. It's no wonder that they got confused and they made bad choices. I mean,
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. For 3 years, I was curled up in a ball in the corner, slobbering on myself. Yeah, I would say someone made some bad calls. But you know what? I'm clean now. And that's what's scaring this government is they're going, holy shit, this guy, he's an idiot. That's right. And it is only through the grace of God that I'm alive. And the King of Kings told me to give you a message. And I relayed that message to you folks. If you don't want to listen to it, that's fine.
they really are suffering for having this affair, for choosing this person.
Yeah. Well,
Again, they're miserable.
yeah, better them than me. Is a suffering.
The Neumann ecosystem is the ultimate studio signal chain. From first takes to final mixdown.
And it's because, collective, their heart lies with you. They are in love with you.
You know, then she should have picked up the phone and called me and said, you know what, baby, I made some bad mistakes. And this is what I did. And these people stole the money and I have the evidence. And I would have said, you know what? I've been missing you too, baby. But this has got to change. You've just gone a little bit too cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for me, sweetie. This is just a little bit overboard for me. I mean, I'm a man. I expect this from men to go crazy, wreck the woman's life, stalk her, be banging on her door and everything. I walked away. And that is the biggest, most crazy. They can't believe it. I'm a model. You can't walk away from me. Watch me walk, woman. And that's what I did. And the only time I called was the check to make sure the kids were okay. That was it. And sometimes I didn't even call the mother of the kids. I called people I had in the town or in that state, drive around and check to make sure they can see my kids outside, to make sure my kids were still alive. And that pissed off these broads even more. Why? Because I walked away. You got to know when to hold them and you got to fight to live another day. And you also got to fight another day. Today is not your day. Maybe in a year, maybe 10 years from now will be your day, and you'll have your day of justice. Just like all of us will have justice one way or another. And these women played the sob stories. I seen the tapes in the court. My God, he's an animal. He's just crazy. Look at him. He's on camera. Yeah. And then it didn't take long for the police to figure out that Mr. Kramer ain't even in California anymore. Hasn't been for the past 30 years. So whoever you got on camera ain't Mr. Kramer. It's a look-alike. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing, the whole tears and everything, the court bought it. I mean, my God, he's an animal. What did he do? Nothing. But I look at this footage. Yeah, that's your ex-boyfriend that you got to play the role of me. Yeah. All right, let me see what Kelt's saying. Hey, Johnny, why do you watch those tarot cards? I don't. I'm getting content. These people are that they don't understand. They've been
not
watching
this other
people do it.
person. And you see, This Nightmare Collective, they know it. They know that your ex's heart is with you. This person is so.
You know, if my ex's heart was with me, as mine is with her, and you know what blew her mind? Let me tell you what kind of ex I got. She's like, "Why are you even calling? You don't want nothing to do with you can't." And I'm like, "Because we have children together, and what the Bible states is that's my child, so I have the right to at least call and see if he's okay, right? You didn't want anything to do with me. I left. I asked you to come with. I couldn't handle the people you were around. I couldn't handle all the alcohol, the drugs, all that crap. I left, straightened my life out. Although the whole time I was being stabbed in the back, stalked, hunted down, kids that I didn't even have, weren't even, I didn't even know who the mothers were. I've never even slept with them women, but yet I got 900 kids and I was married 250 times. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what Kel said. How are you feeling today? I'm having a hard time reading your mood. No, I'm doing all right. I'm okay. It's all content. I can't do this no more with these people. What you know, the music business and the movie business is. They're asking me what's wrong, Johnny, and I'm like, they're that stupid that they don't understand that this is a movie channel, and I'm trying to create. Is it true? It don't have to be true. It's a movie. It's a movie channel and music channel. I don't know what you're. We got to check the fact. What facts? It's a effing movie channel. I am the movie. I am the content. What don't you understand? And then they're going, well, why aren't we selling anything? Because they're idiots. They don't understand. They don't know. They don't know acting from reality anymore. It's just crazy. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yeah. Yeah, that's been made. It sure has. Yeah, it sure has.
Jealous of you that they cannot even see straight. They are so envious, they can't stand it. They also resent the fact that you two share a real love for each other. This person has been competing with you in
Competing with me. That's the problem right there, sweetie. Whoever you are out there, whoever this ex is, whoever this ex is, that's your problem, sweetie. You're trying to compete with me. There's only one Johnny Kramer. John Kramer. That's me. Don't ever try and compete with me. You're the woman. You're not supposed to be competing with your man. And a man should not be competing with his woman. They should be a unit, a single team, a unit together, not competing against each other. That's the problem right there, sweetie. Let me see what's going in my chat. Or these women get all crazy and they start throwing knives at me and forks, sledgehammers. All his exes live in Texas. None of my exes live in Texas. Not one. Not zero. Although I did spend 6 months in Texas uh, in the late 80s working. Um, but other than that, no. And I didn't date anybody or sleep with anybody when I was in Texas. So none of my exes live in Texas. I can tell you that much. Let me see what Kelt's saying. Debbie, this is a random tarot card channel he's watching, or does he pay for it? No, it's just a lady that I watch on YouTube, and she also sings. That's what you folks are not understanding. The women I watch were singers at one time. Blaine Katie was a singer. She used to sing. This tarot card reader is a singer. She can sing. I've heard her sing. Right? That's these people don't. I can't do this much longer, Lord. I'm doing the best I can to keep my sanity. I'm doing the best I can to keep these people. Little Lone Beck, everybody was over. Why are you watching Little Lone Beck? Because she used to sing all the time. I used to watch her channel. She was a singer and she sang, and that's what she did. And everybody, oh my God, I can't believe. Well, she's a singer. I've been watching these women for many years, and now all of a sudden they change up stuff and they're not singing no more or whatever. Now they're tarot card readers or they're drama queens or whatever they do. Uh, and everyone's like, well, why are you watching them? Because that's what they do. They're singers. They sing. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I got to explain everything in this effing country. Do I got to do everything in this country? What's the deal with my cat listening on being on the bed or instantly being on the bed? And soon as I start to put on my new sheets, well, cats have their own mind and they shed and they pee all over everything. So be safe. Let me see what Debbie's saying. And I am Minnie Mouse at frickin' Disney. You probably were. At one time, you're small enough, you probably were Minnie Mouse at a job. But you don't do that job no more. Now, if people ask me, why do you continue to watch Debbie Fox? Because she was a Minnie Mouse at Walt Disney at one time. But now she's changed it up and she's just a farmer and a crazy lady. So, I mean, it's she's still that Minnie Mouse from many years ago, but just changed it up. That's all. She would have been emo Mina if she could have, but they wouldn't give it to her. She wasn't tall enough.
In private. And I say in private because they don't have the balls to ever confront you or to let you know that they're in some weird ass one-sided competition, because that's exactly what it is, one-sided. I feel like you could give two shits less about this individual, quite frankly.
Miss Tarot card reader, sweetie, you are starting to understand how I am. You didn't believe me when I told you I walked away from it. You were shocked. How could you? I walked away from it. Yeah, I can make billions if I want, but I ain't here for the money. My plan is bigger. And you finally realized it. This whole world is not about money. The more you got, the more headaches you got. And sometimes when you have big money, you got to kill people. I hate to say it. How do you think these big time, big baller, shot caller, big Illuminuminis that got billions or whatever keep their billions? They'll kill everybody if we let them. They'll kill us all. Boy, I'm really they're hitting me big time with the shaka's throat chakra. They're hitting me big time right now. I can't breathe. I can barely breathe right now.
And collective, for some of you, what this X is collecting evidence on is fraud. This nightmare energy, they stole your identity and then they commit fraud in your name. They sure.
Yeah, well, that would explain why when I went to go file bankruptcy, I had all kinds of shit on there. You own this? No, I don't effing own that. If I effing own that, I wouldn't be in this predicament if I owned that. Right? And that's how they do it. Right? They get your social security number. And the next thing I know, that mother effer owes me child support. And then they sell it to somebody on the street. And the next thing you know, you getting, you know, you getting madness. They're not going to send the bill to your house. They're just going to use your social security number and your name. They'll give a different address. So all these people complaining, I'm getting mail all over and everything, opening up mail and everything, and $2,500 mortgage payment on a mansion somewhere that I never even effing been to. Yeah, we're tired of your bullshit, America, the greatest country in the world. It is if you're a scam artist or a monster or a leech. Yeah, it is. For a law-abiding citizen that had a gift from God, who was a retard, and you people sucked the life out of him, yeah, you're not the greatest country to us. Bunch of leech vampires. If we have anything to say about it, we'll be sticking stakes in you.
Sure did.
Yeah,
But you see,
they left me for
Mrs.
dead.
or Mr. Nightmare Collective, they are suspecting that your ex is up to something. They, they have a feeling, like
Yeah.
they feel
Yeah.
something in the air.
Yeah, I
They
feel it. I
know
can smell
something
it.
isn't quite right, which is why they are now devising a plan against your ex.
Well, don't do nothing to the crazy broad. Okay? Please. I know you folks finally figured out that Johnny Kramer is not the problem of the United States of America. He was used. But don't do anything to her. At one time, she had a great vagina, and I loved that vagina more than anything. Boy, I'll tell you, when she laid it on me, there was nothing I wouldn't have done. I'd have sang the a cappella for her. There ain't nothing I wouldn't have done for that woman the way she laid it on me. But that's all in the past. And when you one vagina is like the rest. If you seen one, you seen them all. Yeah, good God, except for that one. I don't even want to see that anymore. Now Celt's back, thank God. No, we were all about ready to commit Harry Carey because we were worried you weren't coming back. I was worried you left me here all alone with Debbie Fox. The red-haired bandit, they call her.
Whoever I'm picking up on, Collective, this is an ex with addiction issues. No shame, no shade. I'm simply stating the facts.
Oh, shit. What is she on now? Baby, I told you, you got to get off of that shit. Smoke some cannabis. Smoke a little bit of the cannabis. But stay away from the devil's dandruff or any of that other shit. Don't listen to these people and smoke some of this DMT with us. Do some of these shrooms or LSD. Stay away from that shit, baby. You're not going to be able to get me back that away. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm clean and sober from it. Believe me, there's people coming over all kind of, yeah, look at this giant bag of the devil's dandruff. Get it out of here. I'll put a bullet in your head. You bring it around here again. And that's exactly what I did. If you want to find me somewhere out in their field out there, go digging that.
Have addiction issues. And this nightmare, they are planning to give your ex some sort of a gift. They are trying to play on their weaknesses and their vices. Whatever.
Sweetie, if you are watching this video, I forgive you for everything. Quit making up fake accounts. Come into chat and be a part of this channel. And don't worry about it. But I can't do anything if you're going to be on that junk. Stay off of that junk. I don't want it in my life no more. I've come too far, and I got too many mental illnesses to be on that junk. I don't want it, and I don't want you on it. So please, Smoke a little bit of cannabis or something and relax. Where's Kelk going? I have one down there somewhere. What has Kelk got now? I am out of weed. Would have a drive to get more. I'll wait till it's later and less traffic. Well, if that's the only thing you're on is cannabis, then that's fine. But I can't be doing this, sweetie. This has gone too far. It really has. And the guys down at the office are starting to ask me questions, and I can't go on this way anymore. I mean, how can I be in control of the biggest country in the world, the most greatest country in the world, and I got to worry about this, at work? I just can't. What is my work? My work is nothing. I do nothing. That is my job, and I get paid for it. Cal, just be safe. Wait until it gets dark. Good God, where are you going to go to get your stuff? Now I got to make sure they go. Hopefully they're going to cannabis stores to get their cannabis and not on the streets. And they're not lacing the stuff. This is why I wanted the government to come in with us and test everything. Doctor, I went to one place, one cannabis store, and checked it out. And these dudes were real thorough. I'm talking a couple of them had the white lab jacket on. They had the microscopes and everything in the back, testing all the weed. Right, the guy came out of the room, and I was like, "How you doing today, doctor?" He's like, "How you doing, Mr. Kramer?" I'm like, "I'm just here checking stuff out, sir. Looks like you're running a tight ship." And he said, "Oh yeah, we got to run a tight ship. We got to test everything to make sure there's no mold, no LSD, no DMT in the cannabis. We want our people to have the best experience." And I was like, "Man, doctor, I agree 100%. 100%, sir." So I sat there and watched him for a while and everything. I bought a t-shirt.
This gift is some sort of drugs. They plan to put poison in the drugs. They're going to be like, "Here you go. I got you a gift." And
Oh
it's
my God,
a bag of whatever their drug of choice is. But what this ex doesn't know is that it's tainted. This bag of drugs, it's meant to unalive your ex.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to messenger tonight. I hope to God they're not on that dang dandruff shit. It seems like everyone out west is all on that dandruff. I don't know how much more I could put up with this. I have a disability and mental illnesses. I don't know how much more I can put up with this madness in this country. But then again, I have to do everything in this country. If I was in another country, they'd be rubbing my feet. These people treat me with respect. In other countries, here in America, it's just I got to do everything. I got to do everything in this country.
Because this is their revenge. This is the nightmare's revenge plan against them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this person is wearing a mask. They are hiding who they truly are. They're concealing their wickedness. They're probably playing like everything is fine. They don't know nothing, yada, 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 rainbows and butterflies. But the reality is that they are planning to unalive them with bad drugs.
This is why this country
Mr. Prime Minister. Mr.
is
President.
in the predicament.
That can't be good.
Collective, this is someone who loves cheap thrills. This is probably a party person. It's all about the fast life. And that's probably a lot of how they manipulated and tempted this ex to start with.
Well, that's how they always do it with my exes. First, they try the money. If the money don't work, out comes the giant penis guy, right? If that don't work, then it's trips to the Alps or a different country or stuff like that, vacations paid and hotels and that's how they buy the exes. Money, drugs, and giant penises. And I can tell you right now, what hurts the most is the giant penis because that vagina will never be the same size again. Let me see what Kel's saying. Johnny, we all know those are fake pictures. What fake pictures? The ones the Biden ones? I don't know. Who knows? I have no ideas. I know I got my own private portfolio that I had when I was in the GQ world and everything. A couple of them might have got out. My kickstand might be somewhere that it shouldn't be. But all I've been hearing from women were, "Oh my God, Johnny." Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's definitely not Ernie Shell's penis. I don't think so. That's what he's been saying to people. I'm like, they showed me the photo. I'm like, is that my penis? They were like, no, it's not yours. And I whipped mine out right in front of her. She's like, that is your penis. Like, it's huge, ain't it? I can't go nowhere with this thing. So they went ahead and yeah, that's how they do it. Well, they found out that I was going to run for president because everyone was saying, put the kid in there. We want the kid in there. We want the kid in there, right? So it got out that I was running for president. And the next thing you know, my computer's going crazy. Women are showing my penis everywhere. They were trying to wreck me from getting into the White House. Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was crazy. It's a crazy thing, right? They were trying to blackmail me before I even got in the house. Before I even walked in. Before I even, they were already trying to blackmail. It's just unreal. It was a vagina filter. It had to be a vagina filter because no vagina looked that beautiful. And that's what I was telling people. There's no way. Debbie must be thinking crazy because there's no vagina that looks that. That must be a vagina filter. Now, I'll tell you what, right now, if I was in love with a vagina that looked that good, I would have never left that vagina. I would have put it on a rope around or a chain around my neck and it would have went everywhere with me. But as we can tell, there's nothing that is real anymore. Everything's AI or vagina filters. Let's get back to this. My spirit lady's very upset at you folks.
But it's like this ex, I almost feel like they're going through a spiritual awakening. They don't care anymore, collective. They don't care about the fast life and the sex and the money and the blah, 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 materialistic bullshit. They are dreaming of harmony with you. They want balance and peace and happiness.
Well, I want the same thing, sweetie. I want peace, happiness, and balance. If we never sleep together again, oh well. Oh well. But at least we got to get along, not for our own sanity, but for our kids. And that's all I can say. Right? That's all I can say. No, I can't. You're crazy. But we could be crazy together, can we? Instead of all this stuff. And I don't even care no more. This lady, this spirit lady, my spirit lady, hit it right on the button. She's like, Johnny, I don't think you give a crap what's going on. I'm like, you hit it right on I can give two craps. I swam through a river of shit and came up in an ocean of manure. And I swam through it and they're all shot. How the F? God. Do you folks understand? God is the only reason. Let me see what Kel's saying. I care about sex and money more than sex, though. Well, that's that's all perfect. See, at my age, everything's starting to go south. So, what is more important, sex? Well, it's good. I'm not going to lie. Sex is always on the table, but I ain't no spring chicken no more, and neither are you, sweetie. So, what now is on my mind? Well, you know what? Oh, Snoop Dogg always said, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. And that's exactly what it is, baby. Let's get back to this. My spirit lady is very pissed off at you people. And I don't blame her. I don't blame
And
her.
they can't have any of that with this nightmare person. Collective, plain and simple, they are hooked. They are hooked on you. I feel like you are everything that they feel like they want and or need.
Well, all they have to do is come and get it. I'm not going to fight. If she comes and knocks on my door and I open it and she's standing there in a trench coat and naked and says, the most stupidest thing in my whole world is letting you walk out my door. And do you want this? And you know me. You know me. I'm a man. I'm going to stand my ground, right? There's going to be certain things that we're going to have to talk about after we have sex. But I mean it this time, lady. This ain't going to, you're not going to come strolling in here with that beautiful vagina again and think you're going to get your way. It's just not happening. Let me see what my channel's saying. Debbie Fox, imagine the poor cops having to tackle him in cup. He's probably on PCP, Kel. If he's out there running around naked, he's on PCP. Kel just said there's some idiot running around her house or her neighborhood naked in the heat. It's 100 degrees. He's probably whacked out on that PCP meth or that DMT shit. So just call the police and stay away from him. I got to do everything. What state are you in, Kelt? I'll call the police for you. I got to do everything in this country. No, I'm not even sleeping with this woman, but I got to call the authorities to make sure she survives.
And again, this nightmare collective, they know something is up. They can feel it, which is why they are cooking up this death plot against your ex. They are acting very guarded, very cautious. This is a really insecure person anyway, like deeply, deeply insecure. You know,
We all are insecure after living in America our whole lives. We're all insecure now. We're all older now. Everything's gone south. We're all older. I'm in my 50s. I can't be rolling on the ground with these younger generations, which are crazier than crap. We're all insecure, but you don't see us out trying to wreck each other's lives, going crazy and everything. I'm trying to make a movie and I just keep getting all kinds of people. You can't make that movie. Why not? Because I'm making it, because I got millions. And it's all about production. Whoever gets production first. And well, I got news for you. You're going to end up with the rest of the idiots in the ground if you steal my movie.
they could have even threatened this ex, like, if you go back toward the collective, that's it. I'm going to take everything you own. I'm going to leave you bankrupt.
I've heard that before, sweetie. Believe me, I had to give up the double wide trailer, the acre and a half of land, the 8 fruit trees, the 2 Labrador dogs, the 2 race cars, the pickup truck in the shed. Yeah. Yeah. They'll take, if they want your shit, they'll take it from you. Yeah. This is unreal, sweetie. Now just come back to Big Papa Pump here. And everything's going to be okay. We're going to live within our means, right? We might be poor, but we're in love, right? The world might collapse around us, but we'll be in love and we'll be together. And no one will be able to break up this love, right? Between a man and a woman. Right? I hope you didn't get a sex change. I know last time I talked to you, you said if I didn't come back, you were going to get a penis. I hope not, because your vagina was very beautiful. Let's see what else we got going.
Yeah, I forgot that was the next card. That's exactly what they said. I'm going to
Is that
take
what you
every
said?
dime that you have. I'm going to leave you with nothing. Yeah.
That's exactly what these crazy broads do today. They'll leave you with nothing. And then they'll threaten if you don't go back to them after they take everything, they'll get a sex change and become a man. And that is where I draw the line. I just draw the line right there. I just can't. It's just too much. I got a mental illness. I'm climbing the tower. I'm on my way right now. I'm halfway up the water tower.
And see, it's like collective, again, this ex, they really did do you wrong. Part of their bad
No.
karma is
No.
this person. Part of their bad karma is being stuck with this nightmare. And they are going to be in this continuous loop of bad karma until they do the right thing. Until they step up and go through the fire that they help to create. That's it. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Yeah. The fire. Ooh, I went through it. My whole back is burnt up. I was burnt up pretty bad on my back and my hand. So I know what fire feels like. I know it burns. It's one of them injuries that keeps it's the injury that just keeps on giving. And it takes a long time to heal and yeah. I mean, I had giant blisters all over my back, giant like this, like just giant. People were like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Am I gonna make it?" They're like, "I don't know." His whole back is just a blister. But what are you gonna do? You pick up things and you move on. You go on. You go on. That's all you can do.
That's the only way out. I mean, they are longing for you, collective. They miss you. They want to speak with you so badly. I feel like they're even dreaming about you. But at the same time,
Yeah, well, all these skanks can keep dreaming, right? After they let that one dude stick their wanker inside these broads, yeah, my penis ain't going nowhere near any of these broads. And I want to thank the good God Almighty that I haven't been with a woman in 20 years, been locked down here in this apartment. I would rather yank the baloney than sleep with some of these skanks that they sent me. I think you know who I'm talking about, yes, skanky skanks. Ah, here's Valdez. He's back. What's he saying? Is Johnny watching witchery? Debbie said, Johnny is a closet witch. She lays it on like a lawyer. Johnny has a what? Where'd that one go? I have a Ouija board? No, I ain't got no Ouija board. I don't I'm just I'm just listening to the spirit lady. Yeah, you guys can make fun of her, but she knows. She's right on it.
They're scared. They are scared. They feel like stuck. They're wasting time.
Well,
And
guess what? I was stuck. Yeah, stabbed, whatever you want to call it. I was a lot of things, uh, and it sucks when you can't do anything. When you're left on your own, and you break away from the unit, and you're on your own, and you come up against war. What do? You kill everything in sight. Why? Because that's just the way we were taught. Kill everything, and and whoever makes it, right. Well, that's what we're doing. We have no idea if these people are trying to kill us. You folks have drove military men to the brink of they're killing, and they're killing big. And there's nothing you can do. You people played psychological games with Mother Green and the ass kicking machine. And there's a pile of bodies out there. I don't know what to tell you. Kelt says, do people give this chick money to do this? I have no idea. I don't know. You mean you can make money at this stuff? Why do they always tell me, nah, you can't make no money out of it? Kelt, do they make money off of this stuff? I don't think she does. Oh, she's right on it. She knows right off the bat. The authorities know she's telling the truth. They took me for a ride. Even the police called and apologized to me.
Because there's not all the time in the world.
Get these people.
In fact, I feel like with each minute that passes, the more distant that you feel from this person.
Yes, I do know, Spirit Lady. I've reached out my hand. I've made attempts and called, not only to check on just the kids, but just to say hi. And it was just madness. And yes, you're right. We're growing farther apart. Why? Because you can't love somebody if you don't get love back. And what do? I walk away. And they're like, oh, well, you're such a. Hey, listen, I want a woman, not a man. Act like a woman, not some punk off the street. Right? Why are you competing with me when I'm not trying to compete with you? You're my woman. Right? Why would I compete with my woman? I'd give you what you wanted because why? You're my woman. But the world today is so messed up. We got to get rid of it. I'm really sorry, but a lot of people don't understand. We're getting rid of it. No, the men have become the women and the women have become the men. And it's just a role change. It's just crazy. It's too crazy. We're getting rid of it.
They're procrastinating. And again, the more time that they waste, the farther apart the two of you are going to become. It is what it is.
There's that coffee.
In the fast-paced world of digital marketing, 3P marketing.
There's that coffee she keeps rubbing in my face. I got Rise coffee. Yeah, well, some of us are not that fortunate. Well, what do we got outside? Oh, we got darkness. Now here all these people go. I watch a couple card reading spirit ladies, and now look at my whole chat. Now I'm a closet witch, and that's what all I do is watch witchery and sorcery. It's unreal. No, Johnny got a new guitar, but Johnny ain't showing the guitar to anybody. Johnny got a new guitar. Debbie says Johnny can read cards. No, I'm not in the card reading thing. I'm just listening to it. Like I said, these people sing. Uh, and I try and give support to some of these ladies because some of these ladies are really good singers. They sound good. Now they might not sound good to some A&R guy that's sitting inside of a office, but to me they sound good, right? So I listen to them. And what I'm seeing in my chat is these people don't understand that I've been watching these people for a long time, and only because they sing. That's it. That's it. Little on Beck's channel, she was singing one night, and I watched her channel, and she used to sing all the time. Now she don't too much. So. Yes, I support God. I don't support the devil. Bell does. All glory goes to God. All glory goes to God. Amen. But you folks can keep spreading all the lies you want. That's fine. You can think I'm some kind of a witch guy or something like that, but I never prayed to the devil. I don't know magic. And you watch a couple tarot card readers, and the next thing you know, your whole chat and everybody you know thinks you're all crazy. When they themselves are the ones that used to be card readers, used to be spirit people, and white witches and good witches and all this, right? Yeah. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny? And yeah, we got the receipts to prove it. I don't know what you're going to do. You best get a big lawyer. Spend a lot of money. Now, I want all you folks to have a great night. I will be back with more content. Uh, Matter of fact, I should probably. Well, it don't matter if they're dark or not. A witch is a witch. The Bible says that. There is no good witch. A witch is a witch. These people are, I'm a good witch. Well, you're a witch. No, I'm a witch of light and everything. You're a witch. I don't know what to tell you. Look in the Bibles. I don't know where it said there was a good witch. It don't. But then again, by the time you start looking, you'll be like Johnny Kramer wants to look at the Bible and see some. We better change it. And they'll write up a new Bible that fast. All right, let's see what Kelt's saying. Okay, guys, I'll get some chores done. Try and get some weedage. And hopefully Mr. Johnny plays places for us. I don't know if I'm going to set any places for you. I have no idea where you people are. I hope you're not planning on showing up over here. We're taking this voodoo very, very serious, folks. I wouldn't be monkeying around with this voodoo stuff and magic stuff. Trump's already come out and said they tried to use it as a weapon. And I'm like, that's all we needed to. Look, we're going to turn the country into Swiss cheese. Of course, they're trying to talk us out of it. I'm like, no, that explains why my whole life is a mess. And these people are sitting on my money, a pile of money, right? Witchery and sorcery is real. And we're prosecuting them if they make it to the courthouse or police department. But you folks started this war, not me. We finished it. All right, I'm going to get off this contraption. I'm going to make me some tea and drink and sit back and chill. And I can be just as crazy as the rest of you. if you want to play games, uh, we can play games, right? We can have fun, uh, and I can imagine and make up stuff just like you folks do, and we're seeing when other people start doing that, they get all pissed off and start striking us, right? They start striking us. Oh, I hear someone screaming out there. Yeah, they're screaming for their life. Yeah, well, that's what happens. You get caught up. What did the Lord tell you, folks? Don't go outside in the dark. Those who wander in the dark get eaten or shot or stabbed, whatever it is. Someone's screaming out there. I can hear him. Help me, help me. There's nothing I could do. It's dark out. I don't go out in the dark. I don't go out in the dark. Yeah, here's the voodoo doll. Ah, here's the voodoo doll that Debbie made of me. And there it is. Yeah, this is what I got to put up with. No, it's not ghostly. It's someone screaming out there for their life. We're not getting involved no more. Because when we call the authorities, they come here and threaten to throw us away for calling. Why did you call us? Well, that lady was being killed and raped and beaten. Don't you call? You call us again, and we're going to take you away to jail. Yeah. So there's the doll that Debbie made of me. Yeah, voodoo doll shit, magic shit, and everything. No, I'm not all gray like that. Not yet. Soon, after all the madness you broads have been doing. I don't know how many other boyfriends we got to put in the ground, but we'll continue to move on. We're pushing forward in America. No, I don't have gray hair on my head, Debbie. My beard a little bit, but not on my head. All right, we'll be back. You've been watching the Johnny Kramer music movie. I am the movie. I am the show. I will share it with my woman, uh, and the queen of my channel, and the rest of you is, I don't know what to say. You can be a part of it, but we done did what we had to do, and this chat is being watched. Everyone's being watched. No, we got to start hitting the crime channels. They've gone half crazy too. No, I don't have no more queens on this channel. I'm looking for a new one. I guess my ex might be wanting me back. I'll have to talk to the spirit lady and see what ex it is. Uh, Depending on what ex it is, I might be taken already and not even known it. No, Debbie had her chance, but she screwed that up. Yeah, all my exes are alive. Unfortunately. Well, they're all alive as far as I know. They must be, because why would I be? The only way they wouldn't be is if someone did something to them. And what happened? They impostered him. They got someone to look like her, and she went into court, and she's the one that and is an imposter. No, none of my. I don't know why she keeps saying all my exes live in Texas. They don't. Not one of them. What am I gonna eat? I don't know. I think I got some turkey. I took on some turkey lunch meat. Might have me a turkey sandwich. It's a song. I know it's a song. All my exes live in Texas, and all my belly beans live in me. And I know that song. So ain't that an old? Is that an old Willie song or is it a George Jones song? I don't know. You know, I went to the pawn shop the other day and they had a basket in there of free stuff. You're not going to believe this. I got every CD that Garth Brooks ever did. I think somebody got pissed and brought in their whole country collection in CDs. I went to the pawn shop and I was walking over there by the free bundle or free bin. I'm like, what's all this stuff? They're like, CDs. I'm like, they're all free. They're like, they're free. Take them. And I wouldn't doubt it. If I got all the Judds. I got all kinds of shit. Garth Brooks, uh, some old country, uh, Keith Urban. Uh, who's that guy related to Faith Hill or married to her? Tim McGraw. All kinds of shit. All kinds of country stuff I got. Every single Garth Brooks thing he did, I think. I got that. The Judds, Tammy Wynette, you name it, I got it. You name it, I got it. You name it, I got it. One heck of a country collection. And I don't even listen to CDs, but they were free. And I was like, I'm not passing up a fry. I walked out of there with 2 giant bags full of CDs. I'm like, are you sure these are free? They're like, they're free. Take them, get out of here. I'm like, And I took them 3 bags full. And the bags that they were in, which were nice grocery bags, right? For grocery. I'm like, I'm taking these. They're like, take them, get out of here. Call my ex for a sandwich. Does she finally know how to cook? I hope so. I hope she learned how to cook. I mean, I don't mind cooking, right? If she's going to be a good woman, if she's going to be devoted, right? I don't mind cooking. But I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll have to play it by ear, really. I'm not sure. Debbie left me 6 times. I don't know why she keeps coming back. Every day she's leaving me, and you're an idiot. But there she is in chat, busting my balls again. No, I don't know. These women today are crazy. Completely crazy. She even made a voodoo doll of me. I know it looks adorable, don't it? But it's a voodoo doll. You people want me to support that? As she's pulling the hair out of my gonads right now. I can feel it, Debbie. You're hurting me right now with that. Quit doing that. Ow, you're putting a lighter up next to my crotch. Quit that. Quit it with this voodoo stuff. and witchery stuff. I mean it. I'm not joking. Ow, son of a Debbie, quit it. You're like the Amityville horror doll. You're like that Annabelle doll. Just quit it. Unbelievable, this woman. No, you lost your chance, Debbie. You could have been the queen of this channel. You could have had it all. You could have been somebody, a contender. But now you're just another voodoo crazy bitch. Light my testicle hairs on fire. I can feel the heat, Debbie. I can feel it. It's burning. It's unbelievable. I'm the local one. Who's the one that made a voodoo doll of me and telling people you got a voodoo doll and showing them a voodoo doll? And I'm the one that's loco. I'm sorry. I'm under attack by demonic stuff tonight. I guess I shouldn't have yanked the old baloney the other day. But at least I asked for forgiveness. All glory goes to God and always will on this channel. And you're pissed. You're mad. You could have had it all, woman. All this could have been yours. This kingdom. You could have been queen of all queens of the queens. But you're not going to get it that way. Not with burning my testicle hairs with a voodoo doll. It's not working. It's hurting me, but it ain't working. It's not getting you what you want. So you better think about that. You better think about it. And if we come back tonight with a fire, I hope you, all of you ladies, I hope you ladies change your attitudes. I really hope you ladies change your attitudes. And some of you men out there. I really hope you folks change your attitudes if you come back here tonight if I have a fire. No, I do want to give a shout out to little Stacy or Annie Stacy. I want to give a shout out to that little lady. You know, sometimes we get lonely. I get lonely. We get lonely. That's part of being alive. I know we would rather be with somebody, but we just can't find that right person yet. And love is right around the corner. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Love is somewhere, but it ain't right here. I wish it was, because then I wouldn't be on YouTube. No. I'd be busy doing something for a woman. Yeah. Love is in the air. I remember when I came out. Oh, you came out you came out of the closet? When did you come out of the closet? My God, did you get a sex change? These women. You know, if they can't have me, though, the next step is to get a penis. I don't know. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Finally, these women have gotten what they want. Last weekend, I got the stitches out. You know, you came out of something. Don't tell me you came out of stitches. You came out of something. I don't know. I'm going to end this right now. It's not going too good for you, ladies and gents. You might want to stick to the smaller crowd and the drama and the madness and watch Ernie Shell's channel. One of them other channels. But as far as I'm concerned, I can't handle it no more. I've gone completely crazy. I'm glad you got your stitches out. Hope you're okay, Kel. Have a good night. God bless you all. The smaller crowd, Debbie. The Ernie Shell or whatever. The smaller crowd, maybe. Maybe Pablo or whatever his name, Jumpsuit Pablo or something. Maybe you should go over there and check it out. I hear half of the country's looking for him. I guess he thought he was some kind of a big shot. I'll beat his brains in. I wish I would have seen that. You folks have a great night. God bless you all, and let the wars begin in America. What madness they created. Keep an eye out for the laser beams and the UFOs. You folks have a good night. I might be back later tonight with a fire. God bless.